It's been a long day, everybody. It feels like a Monday, but it's a Thursday. Good morning, everyone. I've got margaritas ready for you. Normally I've got coffee, but today we've got tacos, margaritas. Now this is going to be the first Taco and Tequila Festival that's coming to the mid-Michigan area. And you know, there are 16 bills in this legislative package that House Democrats plan to discuss later today. Now amongst those 16 bills, you'll find things like public safety, but you'll also mostly find things for accountability for law enforcement. Good morning, everyone. As you can see, there's a lot going on, but I want to show you something before we get into these maps and tell you about these road closures. Take a look at this vehicle here. It looks like it went into either some type of a sinkhole or maybe there was road construction. This is going to be the second arrival here in the state for the president since being inaugurated, but it'll be his first here in the Metro Detroit area. For the weekend at its peak, it was 200,000 plus people across Michigan who were without power, and that includes people right here in East Lansing. This committee is made up of 13 different members, all of which are registered voters. You have 4 Democrats, 4 Republicans, and 5 who don't affiliate with either party. And they're the ones who are coming up with some of these changes for these political maps. Excuse me, can I ask you what you're getting here this morning?
We're just looking around for just some Xbox stuff.
Okay, all of you guys?
Yeah, just perusing.
Perusing. Wow, what a word. All right, that's right. We're off to a rainy start, and as you can see, the field is covered up. It's like a big slip and slide, and Dan Olson, who's a spokesperson for MSU, is going to be the first one to go on this slip and slide, right?
No, not this morning.
Now, there's a lot to unpack this morning. Yesterday, when officials arrived to the home behind me, it was a tragic scene, and officials say that the violent acts that took place were not random, and investigators are still looking into things. Now, what they know right now is that the suspect in question is a 15-year-old boy, and officials say that the gun used yesterday was actually purchased by his father less than a week ago. This is going to be the vaccine side, so you can see it's going the opposite direction of the testing location. So Elizabeth, I check in with you, and then and I'm actually going to get my vaccine right now too. So each room does have specific things for this treatment. Now the treatment is actually going to be given by IV, and it's not going to be gone through the arm. It's going to go through the top of your hand. Now I've got Dr. Antler here. This is where the treatment room will be. Oh, Kyle, I think I just got my vaccine while she was talking. So I hear an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Exactly, and that is exactly why Sparty's got this good fit body. We're going to go work out with him on the field. That's right, as more people get vaccinated and we get into the warmer months of the year, these masks are all going to be coming off, and we're slowly going to be getting back to normal. Officials say that the safest way for kids to actually get to school is for them to ride the bus. However, the most dangerous thing about riding the bus is them getting on and off of it, and it has nothing to do with the students or the school bus drivers. It has to do with drivers that are around the school bus. It's going to be a big day for the Tigers. They're returning back to the diamond, and they're also coming with a lot of new fresh talent and new management. Now I want to show you this exactly how, and when I say things are going to be different, take a look at this. A lot of these seats are all locked down, and that's due to social distancing. But this is going to be a pilot location, and it's going to last for the next 8 weeks, and all the homes surrounding it, both left and right, have been evacuated. We're going to try to zoom in on this photo for you that I took with my cell phone. Oh no, we're not catching anybody. We're just bringing awareness, Blake. Good morning, everyone. We're here with Ingham County Sheriff Scott Rigglesworth, and we're here with Dr. Hornick, who is the superintendent of Holt Public Schools. This is one of my favorite stores. I just love Bath & Body Works, and you know what, actually a lot of our producers and stuff do too. You can see there's already people that are shopping. Can I ask you, what time did you come shopping this morning?
5:30 a.m.
They're going to tell us all about how they've been flying, and one of them who's been flying since they were 4, so make sure you stick with 6 News this morning. We've got all that and so much more. Yeah, good morning, everyone. You can see behind me, it's still a very active scene, and actually all of the staff and students' cars are still in the parking lot as of right now, and investigators are still looking into things. Now, what they know right now is that the suspect in question is a 15-year-old boy, and officials say that the gun used yesterday was actually purchased by his father less than a week ago. Take a look at what we have now. Right before 1 p.m. on Tuesday afternoon, hundreds of 911 calls came in, reporting an active shooter at Oxford High School.
Police everywhere, people running.
Law enforcement rushed to the scene to find almost a dozen people shot, 8 injured and sent to a nearby hospital, and 3 shot dead.
14-year-old female who's in critical condition with chest and neck gunshot wounds, and she's currently on a ventilator after surgery.
Officials say within minutes of the first 911 call, a 15-year-old boy who was a sophomore at the high school surrendered himself.
They recovered a handgun from the suspect.
The suspect fired multiple shots. There's multiple victims.
The school was evacuated shortly after his arrest, and students like Trayshawn Bryant tell officials they're not surprised by this happening, as multiple threats of a possible shooting were made on social media.
I heard people say like, oh, we're gonna shoot up the school this day, Friday. I didn't want to go to school because I knew something like this was gonna happen, but I just couldn't put my finger around it.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer also arrived on the scene, calling it every parent's nightmare.
My heart goes out to the families. This is an unimaginable tragedy.
Officials say the school will be closed for the rest of the week as they continue to investigate and find a possible motive. Officials also went ahead and put out a statement saying that they are going to try to prosecute as soon as possible. And what we know right now for those three who did pass away, they were the ages of 16, 17, and 14. And as of this morning, there are still multiple students who were shot and are fighting for their lives currently at local hospitals. Here for you live this morning in Oxford Township, Michael Thomas, 6 News.
No, this car has gotten me through everything.
For many, our car is what gets us around. But last year, young black entrepreneur Tamara McCollum says her car became her everything.
And so I had fell on hard times and I had to sleep in my car in the cold of winter.
But shortly before that, McCollum began making smoothies out of her kitchen and shared that business journey online with other young entrepreneurs.
A lot of people told me that, you know, they looked up to me and that they wanted to do what I did, but I didn't want people to feel like, oh, it's all, you know, sunshine and rainbows.
With no kitchen of her own to make smoothies, her business was at a halt. Promising to stay true to those watching, she made a TikTok video explaining her situation, a video that went viral.
It's been a wild year, but I'm so grateful for everybody who helped me during this time.
I decided to share my story in hopes that it would be inspirational to others. Starting a business is fun, but, you know, you have to be prepared.
And the community didn't waste any time lending a helping hand.
It was like overwhelming amount of love and support. A lot of people offered me to use their kitchen to make smoothies.
And with that help, she was able to make smoothies again.
And I would drive around Lansing from like morning to night just selling smoothies out of the back of my trunk. People wanted to support me. They didn't want me to be in a bad position. They saw what I was trying to do. They saw that I was trying to be a young black female entrepreneur.
And with those sales, she was able to obtain a business license for Smoothie Queen. This allowed her to rent out an industrial kitchen in Lansing to fulfill mobile orders through an online service. And followed by this, she was finally able to get a new place called home.
I'm just so extremely grateful.
As for now, online orders keep her busy, but she does have a 2-year plan of opening up her own place in the city that helped her off her feet. Here for you in Lansing, Michael Thomas, 6 News.